If you were offered two options, option 1, work and stay poor, option 2, don't work and stay poor. Sounds stupid, right? Yes, but unfortunately, this is reality Gen Z lives in. Is it really that shocking that nobody wants to work anymore? Why should anyone break their back just to scrape by? Eating the cheapest food and barely affording rent? This is what I call work for nothing paradox. It's a giant middle finger to every young person trying to survive in this broken system. Now imagine life as a sinking elevator, where every button you press to go up only drags you deeper into basement. Level 0, the starting point. You're fresh out of high school trying to figure life out. College? Sure, until you see the price tag and hear how useless degrees have become. So you look for work. Surprise! The job market is trash and nobody's hiring. And if they do hire, it's an unpaid internship. So eventually you just give up looking for jobs and stay at home, playing video games, living rent-free with your boomer parents. Not glamorous, but at least you're not drowning in debt or expenses. Ground zero isn't great, but it's manageable. Level 1, getting your first job. Pressure from your parents and society forces you to get a minimum wage job that pays $10 or $15 an hour if you're lucky. You will quickly realize that in order to get a job in the first place, you have to have your own car. Every job pretty much requires this, and these things ain't cheap. A reliable car will set you back at least 10 grand, which is about 6 months of your wages gone before you even started working. What? Of course, you can just get 30-year-old ran-down car that costs $1,000, but the problem is, these things can break at any moment, and eventually the maintenance costs will add up to the cost of new car anyways. Meanwhile, your boomer parents think rent is still $100 a month. In reality, it's 2 grand, bitch, and you can barely afford your car, let alone an apartment. Now you're stuck working 40 hours a week, and somehow life feels even worse when you were unemployed. Level 2, work harder. Tired of being stuck? You take advice of your boomer dad. Work harder, son, because back in my day, blah, 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 blah. Alright, fine. For 6 months, you show up early, bust your ass, go above and beyond. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones and get promoted to a manager. Now you're making $25 an hour. Yay, right? Wrong. That promotion bumps you into higher tax bracket. You're now paying more in taxes, plus you're manager now and you can no longer be late. So you end up paying more for rent and living in a tiny box in the city center just to be on time. The extra money you make is barely enough to cover your increased expenses. Once again, your life is objectively worse despite all the hard work. Level 3. Go back to school. After working for a year or two in your new manager position, you find yourself getting increasingly desperate, as no matter how much you work, you can't seem to save up anything at all. You start suspecting that everything you've been told your entire life is a freaking scam, but you're not quite sure what to do about it. This is when your boomer parents give you a brilliant idea. It's not too late to go back to school, son. So you think about it for a while and you finally decide it's the only way forward. Your dead-end job sucks and you keep getting told you just need to acquire education to land a better job. So fuck it, let's get an education. Let's say you do land a job after obtaining degree. Congratulations, but now you're saddled with 20 years of loan payments. You have worked harder, spent years studying, and now you're deeper in a debt than ever before. At this point, you do anything just to go back living rent-free with your parents and playing video games. Level 4, the ultimate trap. Society keeps feeding us this bullshit about studying something serious, like becoming a doctor or a lawyer, as if that's ultimate cheat code to success. Alright, fine, let's break it down. You want to be a lawyer? That's 7 years of your life gone and over 100 grand in student debt waiting to strangle you the moment you graduate. Doctor? Oh, that's even better. 10 years of hell and around 230 grand in debt. So now you're in your late 20s or 30s, drowning in 6 figures of debt, all before you even made your first fucking dollar. Think about it. And let's not even get started on the other cost. The years you're flushing down the drain. 7 to 10 years of your life gone. That's your 20s. The only time you're young enough to actually live a little. Spent studying for exams, sitting in boring ass lectures and putting all-nighters for a system that wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Those years, you could have been traveling, meeting people, building actual memories. Instead, you're stuck on a hamster wheel chasing fake promise of success. And for what? Sure, your salary is higher, and so is your student debt. By the time you're out of academic prison, you're so far behind, it feels impossible to catch up. This is why people like me are pissed off. It's not that we're lazy, it's that we're dumb being suckers. Why waste best years of your life grinding for a future that's nothing but a pile of debt and disappointment? Society's game is rigged, and the only way to win is stop playing their stupid ass game. Gen Z are slowly waking up to the fact that the game is rigged, and until something changes, the work for nothing paradox will keep dragging us all further down.